I'm Jeremy. I'm the producer of Montreal Fringe.
Cool. And how long have you been connected to the Montreal Fringe?
20 years.
20 years. Have you been producing it that entire time?
No, I've been producing it for 15.
Wow.
20 years. And I was a volunteer and an artist and a director and a hanger-on and a town drunk for the first 5.
All right. What was the Montreal Fringe like when you first got connected with it 20 years ago?
Oh, it was very small. It was very ghetto. It still is. We don't want to lose our street cred. It was 5 venues. It was 45 companies. Had an audience of 5,000 people. It was mostly English. It was mostly local. It was always a kind of a struggling little festival. It still is. Now we're a struggling bigger festival, but we're still struggling. It's now, 22 venues. It's considerably bigger, 65,000 people, 70,000 people. So.
Wow.
Or not 70,000, 60,000. Well, it's, the Fringe is, as much as it is a festival, a theater festival, it is above all of that. It's a community. And it's a community of artists working together to put this on. It's a festival for artists. It's run for artists by artists. So we all work together to do this, and we create an atmosphere. Not just me, but the staff, the volunteers, the artists create a very welcoming and open atmosphere, and it's very addictive, and it's very contagious. Rather than not addictive, it's very contagious. It's both. You kind of so we're now on to our second generation of fringers. Right? We have people who were fringing 20 years ago. I hate that verb, by the way, fringing. Were fringing 20 years ago when the festival started, and they were 20 years old then, and now their kids are working for us because they're 19, 20 years old.
Yeah.
And the older generation, they haven't left us completely yet either. So It's just, people just once we get our hooks into you, we're like the Cosa Nostra that way. Once you're in for life.
I heard this is actually your last year producing.
It is, yeah.
What's that story?
I'm 15. It's been 15 years of me doing it. I've been around it for 20 years. The festival it's a different. I like running a festival. When I started there, we didn't even have a computer in the office. There was no email. There was no internet. There was no YouTube. There was no Twitter. There was no Facebook. We used to actually print our programs. We would design our programs by cutting and pasting. Yeah. Literally, cutting and pasting used to be done with scissors, not a mouse. Right? Now when you cut and paste, it's all that. So I'm kind of old school like that. And now putting on the festival requires as much knowledge of Twitter and Facebook and YouTube and Foursquare and tweets and Flickr and MySpace and all of that, and blogging. Let's not forget blogging. And so much of the festival content and promotion and program is on that. Mm-hmm. Right? That if you don't have any of that, then the festival may as well not exist. I don't understand it anymore. Right? It's not, and it needs somebody who's younger than me to run this festival effectively and to use that stuff. I'm going to stay around mainline. I just want to run a theater. I just want to put on plays. That's all I want to do. So I opened a theater, and now I spend all my time, running the festival. There's not enough time, writing and directing plays. So I'm going to stay. I am the artistic director of mainline now. I'm going to become the executive director of the Fringe, which is a job description that we haven't invented yet. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do in terms of the Fringe next year, but I'm not going to be carrying one of these around next year.
What's next for the Fringe?
You'd have to ask Amy.
All right.
That's a good question.
I like that. For sure.
Oh, there she is now. Keep going.
Yep.
Hello. Hey, Amy. I've never had a contract with them before. I just give them a check, and I ask them who to make it out to when they get here. Where are you? Are you in headquarters? Come in my office. I'm in my office. This is stupid. We're talking to each other on the phone. You're down the hall. Come in my office. Okay. Right. She's coming. Don't tell her you're filming. Here, have a seat.
Don't really have time to see.
Sure you do. Amy, tell me what's next for you for the fringe.
Wow. What's going on?
I don't know, be interviewed.
Hi.
Hey.
Ironically, I'm interviewing myself. That's Jeremy.
We met before, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Yeah. So, who are you and what's going on?
My name is Amy Blackmore. I'm the co-producer, and my phone is ringing.
Ah, sucker.
Sorry.
For community in Colorado?
Yeah, well, I've been able to check Colorado.
Montreal is essentially the first Fringe festival in Canada.
Yeah.
Do you think that influences what you're doing?
No.
No?
Not even a little.
Cool.
I think it influences the festival, not what I do.
Yeah.
It influences the festival. I think the festival then in turn, Montreal influences the rest of the circuit.
Yeah.
Because Montreal, when artists are touring across the country and they're starting in Montreal, a lot of them, not all of them, but some of them will start a show in Montreal. We'll try out a new show in Montreal, and then I'm busy. Hey, Montreal. They'll do a show in Montreal and then tour the rest of the country with whatever show they did in Montreal the year before. So it's called the Montreal. It's called the TJ Daw method.
Really?
TJ Daw used to do that. So you tour across the country. He'd do one show in Montreal, try it out, work out the kinks in Montreal, fix it,
Yeah.
and then tour it next year.
Really?
Going across the country. And so Montreal always got shows a year. Often got shows a year before the rest of the country did, which was nice.
Yeah.
That's very nice. The other thing in Montreal, we have a reputation in Montreal as being kind of the party fringe on the circuit. You don't make as much money as you do as an artist as you do in Winnipeg or Vancouver or Toronto or Edmonton. That's the other one. You don't make as much money as you do at the Montreal Fringe. But even if you do make money, you sure as hell don't leave with any money. But you've never had as good of a time as you've ever had at any Fringe Fest. A little bit. If there used to be an expression: if you can't get laid at the Montreal Fringe Festival, you can't get laid. Come on back.
I have to run,
Uh-huh.
but I would love to talk to you later.
That would be cool.
Okay.
Are you...
What is going on now?
I'm going to the outdoor site.
Am I coming
Okay.
too?
You don't need to.
If
You look comfy.
I am. If I stay here, I'm falling asleep.
Maybe you should do some.
Yeah. Well, what time is it? It's 6:25. Are they here? Is community here?
I don't know. I'm going up to see what's going on.
Well, let's call Milwaukee.
Are you going to be less crazy tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay.
Really?